Okay, so I'm here, Georgie Bomb, with Johnny from Job for a Cowboy. How's it going, chap?
Doing fabulous, thank you.
Are you looking forward to the show tonight?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the tour has been great so far. What more can I say?
And you're in Cerebral Bore, who are playing on the bill. You're in their hometown. Have they kind of given you any tips for the crowd, or?
No. I mean, we've played here a handful of times before. It's just another day, more or less.
Okay. So have you got any highlights so far?
Highlights. It's so early in the game.
5 dates in it?
Yeah, nothing in particular. It's really sticking out too much. Just, I don't know. It's been pretty mellow, honestly.
Okay. So you guys have just come off from the Summer Slaughter tour, which was a big, long festival, not festival, touring sort of festival, we'll call it. Yeah, kind of, yeah. How do you have to kind of make any adjustments when you change from doing something that big to then kind of doing sort of the slightly smaller shows?
Not necessarily. I mean, definitely playing, you know, smaller stages, playing to, you know, it's definitely a much more intimate experience with the audience, but I don't know, we just kind of do our own thing. We're just kind of in our own little world when we're playing, so nothing really.
Okay. Do you prefer the intimate shows, or?
I mean, obviously they both have their pros and cons. There's something good and about each side of it. I don't think there's anything bad about playing smaller shows or larger shows.
Okay. Now, Demonocracy has been out for a little while. Has it been getting the feedback that you were wanting, expecting?
No, absolutely. It's when it initially first came out, it was generally really positive, which is something we weren't totally expecting. You know, we're a type of band that changes and evolves a bit with every record, so we never really know what people are gonna say, but I think if anything, people are slowly starting to appreciate the fact that we're always trying to progress and improve ourselves. You know, so many bands find their safe zone and they put out the same record over and over and over again.
Now, you worked with Jason, whose surname I can never pronounce. Sukoff, thank you. And you've worked with him before. Is that important to stick with the same producers every time?
Not necessarily, honestly. I think we've become such good friends with Sukoff, and we're so comfortable working there. Honestly, half the time we're there, we're not really working, we're just kind of hanging out. It's kind of like a little vacation. Yeah, it's just record whenever you feel like it. And he's an amazing guitar player. He's done awesome stuff with Gefarnam and Crotch Duster, which is our own bands, and obviously the list goes on with the work he's done. You know, the Black Diamond, I don't know, you name it. He's done so much lately. He's just, when you're in a band and you try to write a record, you get jaded hearing the same things over and over again, and it's nice having that almost six member outside of it putting their thoughts and opinions on it, because, you know, after a while you're just like, I don't even know anymore. So it's nice having that opinion, and we just like the guy. Yeah.
Cool. Now tell me about the Tarnished Gluttony video, because it's quite sick. I was watching through it, I wasn't expecting quite what I saw. What's the story for it?
I'm surprised that I haven't gotten too many questions about it. I mean, I give
a good video, to be fair.
Yeah, I give a pretty. The press release had a really quick snippet of what it's about. Pretty much, it's based on a biblical tale, but set in an H.P. Lovecraft world. So the story itself is actually something that is from the Bible, but set in, you know, H.P. Lovecraftian mythology. And more or less, it's just kind of tells, and it's to say that believing in something such as any religion is just as ridiculous as sacrificing anything to, you know, a giant octopus monster outside. I mean, the guy's awesome. He's done a lot of cool work. You know, he's won a lot of awards with like the Cephalic Carnage video he's done. Yeah. And I think he did an awesome job. A lot of people dislike it and a lot of people love it, so.
Oh, that's cool. So it was your idea. Were you involved? Were you there during the filming? No, you just trusted him and set him off to go and do it?
Yeah, he went for it, and that's what he came back with. And it was almost a struggle putting it out. I don't think the label was too happy about it either.
Because of the graphic?
Yeah, it's pretty graphic.
It is. I was just watching it thinking, okay, and then, oh my god.
But I don't know, I think it came out really cool. I don't know what else to say about it.
Now, to kind of go back to Demonocracy, it has that political slant. That's something that you're into when you write lyrically. You've got the punk rock sort of attitude.
Yes.
Kind of go into a bit more detail with it with me. Kind of what drives you to kind of not write along those lines, but kind of what inspires the lyrics, almost, in a less cliche sort of question.
I don't know. I just find it, keeping up with current events and writing about it is more interesting to me than, writing about anti-Christianity, gore, mummies. Okay. It's kind of been, everything's been done before, more or less, but I just don't feel like a lot of bands, especially in the metal world, dig into the whole political side of things and digging into the true evils of the world. It's just stuff that keeps me interested.
Do you find that it's, I don't want to say the word challenging, but is it important for you to kind of have more of a challenge rather than meeting that stereotype? Artistic.
I don't really look at it that way. It's just, again, just what keeps me interested and makes me want to keep doing it. It's just easier for me than writing about demons and gore and you name it, that whole thing.
Now, as you were saying, Job for a Cowboy are a band that likes to progress with their music rather than kind of, say, for example, with Dying Fetus, for example, kind of want to, or they say in interviews that they want to keep that consistency, that consistent signature sound, whereas you guys like to progress and move your sound on. Where do you want to go from here?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. We haven't started writing the next record. We've already been talking about it. We want to try new things. We kind of already want to go a different route, I think, than what we've done before. It's just, again, we don't want to be the band that puts out the same record over and over again or anything even remotely similar twice, especially for the fact that we have a new lineup change, and it's as cliche as it sounds, our strongest lineup to date. It's just exciting. I want to get back and get in the writing process with those guys. So
I was going to say, because you know, like I say, with the lineup changes and you've got guys from other bands and things coming in, does that kind of help, do you think, with the progression, or will it help with the progression?
Yeah, absolutely. They were on Demonocracy. I think you'd already tell the difference between Ruination and Demonocracy quite a bit. Almost the maturity level and technicality that kind of went on the upward scale of things. So we want to keep messing around with what we're good at and feed off of that and just try something new and, just really embrace what we're good at and make it come out on a record.
Cool. So what have you got planned? Well, not really for the rest of the year because you've got this tour that's kind of come up for Christmas. So what have you got planned for next year?
All the tours have been kind of up in the air. Nothing's confirmed yet. We're still working on it, but honestly, we really just want to get home and start writing again.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of our main concern and our main thing that we're looking forward to right now. So I can't really say a whole lot. It's just we're probably going to be touring a bit until the summer. It's been our easiest touring cycle that we've probably ever done. And after the summer, or even during the summer, we're going to start writing another one.
Sweet. Well, that's it from me, unless there's anything else you wanted to add?
Check out Demonocracy. Buy it, download it, show your friends. We don't care. Just spread the word.